Well, today's our first annual meeting, and so it's so nice to have everyone together in person. I think given the focus of this alliance is to really share ideas, to try and align a little bit on our thinking and our approach here as an industry. Coming together in person is awesome to be able to do that. The seafood industry is quite unique in the sense, these boats are out at sea, we're not on board those boats, we can't be on board those boats to see what's going on there. So a lot of opaqueness, lack of transparency. So, we want to make sure that the people are protected, and to do that collectively and collaboratively is probably the way we're going to do it.
It's the first time that we've all really come together as a group in the history of the organisation. The Alliance is really uniquely positioned to bring together different organisations who would traditionally be competing against each other, but in this situation are working together in order to drive progress, to drive continuous improvement, to really make an impact.
It's great to get so many actors in the room, so many different stakeholders, from suppliers to us as retailers, and really hear from what industry can do to address the problems that are there, but also build for the future and to collaborate together.
It's incredible today that we have so many retailers, buyers, etc., supply chain actors and the supply chain. So we're not having to go to each one individually to explain to them what worker-driven social responsibility is, what we're trying to do.
It's really important for ITF's work around human rights due diligence to work with companies and work with retailers, and fora like this that have been put on by the Sea Alliance are really valuable. It's great for us to be able to present our work and what we do and what our expectations are in terms of the change we want to see, and I think the Sea Alliance has been really instrumental in that.
We became involved because we wanted to work collaboratively with suppliers, with the industry as a whole, to come together and have engaged conversations about worker experience, vessel standards and the problems that the industry has. I think the collaboration you see in the room is significant, and it shows how many people actually want to see change.
Today's a good chance to connect with our partners, so we have members in common with Sea Alliance. I think companies, particularly retailers and companies at that end of the supply chain, have a massive role to play. They have the most leverage, the most influence down the supply chain, so what they say matters.
We were all sort of grappling with the same issues, I think, from a seafood industry perspective, which honestly made sense to sort of work on collectively. This wasn't something we wanted to be competitive about. We realised it's much better to align together, understand the issues that we're all trying to address, look at the different solutions available that are going to best address those issues, and see if we can kind of collectively drive progress.
Human rights is a difficult and complex issue to tackle, and we recognise the importance and value of working in collaboration with other key stakeholders to tackle those risks. The Sea Alliance provides us with a safe space to discuss issues and work collaboratively to address them.
Human rights are important in the seafood supply chain for our business because we want to do the right thing. And when a worker is out at sea in a harsh environment, out on the fish farms, they have to be respected, and they're working in a dangerous environment. So aside from health and safety challenges, having the right labour conditions, contracts and a fair price for their seafood is important.
I think because the issues that we're talking about, they're really endemic, and it's not something that any of us can tackle on our own. If we're one retailer or we're one supplier, we can only do so much, but actually if we're a collective voice, we can have a lot more impact.
So our ambition with working with the Sea Alliance is to deliver benefits to workers. We're seeking assurance that workers' rights are respected throughout our supply chains, and the Sea Alliance gives us a context through which to understand that and deliver those benefits to workers.
It's been a great day. There's loads of enthusiasm amongst the 40 people that attended. There's a recognition that there's a lot of work we need to do, but that we can achieve more by working together. People understand their responsibilities in this area and the critical role that companies can play in driving improvements in human rights and labour standards. So today's been a really good opportunity to reflect on progress and identify what the next steps we should take are.